So one of the fun highlights of my trip in Guatemala was working with Cacao. I went to the Cacao Museum, and there was an instructor there who was able to take us, there's like a group of us, through a workshop. So we paired up, and then the first thing we did was take some cacao that was already there and put it into the molds. So let's get into some cacao facts. There are like three main varieties: Criollo, Trinitario, and Forastero. The first one, Criollo, is like from around like the Mexican region area. Forastero is from like Brazil, the upper Amazon area. And then the third, Trinitario, the one that we worked with, is a hybrid. And the cacao shells, they can be used to brew tea, or you can use them as compost. Back in the day, it was used as a form of currency. In the process of making what we know as chocolate, the cacao is fermented. Now, if you mess this part up, it could end up tasting like vinegar, or I've even heard people say it could taste like old socks. Now that's crazy. Oh, and it takes hundreds of beans to make 1 pound of chocolate. I'm talking about 400 beans. That'll get you 1 pound. All right, back to the process. And so we have molded cacao perfection, and now it's time for the toppings. For whatever reason, the chili stuck out to me first. I guess I was feeling the sweet heat vibes, but the chili wasn't cooperating like at all, as you can see throughout the clip. I made a second attempt after shaking it, but that still didn't work. So I just took some out the bottle, put it in my hand, and made it work that way. And so we sprinkled on some sweet heat. There we go. So next up, I sprinkled some coffee grounds, some quality Guatemalan coffee. It's pretty much like a mocha in a chocolate bar form. Who's not going to appreciate that, right? Certainly I will. So yeah, there's that. And lastly, I finished off with cinnamon. I figured that's another good combo. So scooped that up, and I sprinkled off the last third onto the bar, as you can see. Boom. All right, this looks like a masterpiece if I do say so myself. Chili at the bottom, coffee in the middle, cinnamon on top like I said. Let's continue on with the process. And this is an official part of the process, for me at least. Taste as you go. I heard that that's the thing to do. I've been doing it all my life. This is the cacao. So what happens is you chew on that outside part, and that mixes with or counteracts with the bitterness of the actual cacao bean. It's a little bit slimy, kind of like I would say okra, if you're familiar with that. But overall it works out. It's pretty cool. All right. I feel like it's like almost like a little bit of cardamom, a little bit. But at first it was like nothing, and then it became bitter. You got the bean here, roasted. Very bitter. You're a little nutty.
It's getting better and better. We just step the flavor up, right?
Yeah.
See? Do you want to try one now? Do you want to try one? No, just give that to you.
So I just tried another bean that was fermented. So it's got like some stickiness around it, and that's sweet, but it's still bitter after that. Hey everyone, I'm Gregory. And next up, Brooklyn, we get to roasting. Recommendations: Cafe Picasso has some really good pasta over here. Antigua Brewery is amazing. Great vibe, beautiful atmosphere. Lake Antigua was fun. I'd highly recommend it. Went to San Jose, had the best pancakes there. At least top 10. If I can remember the cafe, I can't remember the cafe. I think that's it insofar as recommendations. But love to travel. I travel based off interests. So I came to Guatemala for chocolate, coffee, sunshine, good times. Went to Argentina for wines. I love Malbec. Went to Italy for the food because I love pasta. And I don't. What do you guys want to know?
Pets at home?
Just a minute, huh?
Pets? Like a dog?
No, I've grown up with dogs all my life, and even a couple cats. I love German Shepherds, so I'm cool with dogs. So yeah, I mean, I'm a dog lover, pet lover in general. I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice meeting you all.
Back to the table and cooling down our beans. We have a drink that our base are milk.
I feel like a sweet comforting on a cold or like a cool day, that would be dope. But aside from that, we did it on marble because that marble has good cooling properties. And after that, the cacao got shelled, and so you could see the difference. Moving along with the process, we have like the actual grinding, turning the roasted cacao into a paste. I zoomed in so you could see the hard work being done, and this is how it was done back in the day with the Mayans. And then eventually when the Spanish came into play, there became more of a demand for the cacao, if you know anything about the general history. And so that led to faster processing. So after all the work, we got to drink chocolate in all its different ways. We drank chocolate when it was sweetened with honey. We got to drink chocolate tea, which has like a bunch of benefits. It's basically a panacea. There's also the old school way of making chocolate, which uses like pepper and water. That was really cool, and you'll hear me talk about that in a second. It's cool. And we also toasted each other while we drank. We did one in one of the Mayan dialects, and then we also did like a Spanish one. So it was good to have all this cacao, and the healthy versions, and then the sweetened versions, and just to take part in the culture and a little snippet that we could from the process, into even telling each other our toasts. Oh, and here's me mixing the cacao to drink. Guys, this is chocolate paste that I put on. If you leave it on for 50 minutes, it should have benefits. So that's what this is about. But this is my very own first artisanal made by me, thanks to the help of my teacher, chocolate bar. I got chili, cinnamon, and coffee. So this yeah, that's me. Let's go see what my instructor has to say. She was really dope. About why you like chocolate. We're at the Cacao Museum in Guatemala.
See?
This is the young lady right here that told me how to make chocolate. Say hello to the world.
Hello. Nice to meet you. We are a factory, so we make everything handcraft. Here we have a cafeteria, we have our workshops area. It's a fun to try to understand to other people because it's so complicated. Some people think that the cacao fruit is the chocolate and it's too bitter. You can say that. It's not sweet, it's too bitter when you bite it. And it's so fun to understand and learn about the history in these workshops. And of course, your prize are to have a chocolate bar when we over the class.
Yep. Thank you very much.